What's up, goobers? Recently I realized that my videos are too overstimulating and esoteric, so we're taking a more analog approach. Though not analog. This is the Sony PowerShot that I'm shooting at my computer, and the problem with this camera is that it has no battery life. These are some of the batteries. Okay, yeah, but we're back and we have more battery in here, and now it's time to do what I wanted to do. I just want to talk about Reels. I really spend a lot of time on Reels. It's probably why I don't get a lot of things done that I want to get done, is because of Reels. So we're gonna dive into a Reel phenomenon that I like to call the Cheddar Bob effect. So for context, we need to look up who Cheddar Bob is. I used to be a Cheddar Bob fan. I liked Cheddar Bob a lot back in the day, when he was kind of underground, not to be that guy. But then he got RainBet-ified. Do you guys know what RainBet is? Okay, this is important. RainBet is this gambling app. RainBet sucks. But anyway, this dude Cheddar Bob, he kind of started a genre of Instagram Reels, I have to say, until he took a RainBet deal, and then I started just hating him. Cause like, why are you promoting gambling to like all your like kind of like very influenceable skater kids that follow you? But he just has this weird vibe to him that I really appreciate, or I did really appreciate, until he did the unforgivable sin of taking the RainBet sponsorship. But kind of for reference, we'll just go through some of his Reels. It's like fixed gear energy. Yeah, okay, there we go. This is the vibe of Cheddar Bob. It's like just doing silly things on a bike, and you wear carpenter pants, and you have a carabiner, and you maybe own a skateboard. So like, it's always just like, he's just kind of like stimming out a lot, but he's also always dripped out, which is cool. And I don't know, it gives like fun East Coast skater bro energy, which I appreciate as someone who is part of maybe that scene a little bit. Can I say that? But yeah, so now let's jump into some of the non-Cheddar Bob Reels that I think are pretty Cheddar Bob. Okay, so here we can see, I don't really know what exactly is going on in this video. It's very slapstick. It's very slapstick, like nothing's really going on. It just kind of feels like somebody's outside and they're being filmed and they need to think of something to do while they're suddenly on camera. And there's something that's very Charlie Chaplin about it all, but it's like late stage Charlie Chaplin, where it's kind of like Charlie Chaplin if it was like, wore those little hats that like the little British people wear. Wait, I feel like all these skater bros, they seem to be wearing this in plaid. Let me know if this is true. I think they wear this in plaid, and that's kind of the vibe I get from these kind of, yeah, he doesn't really exactly have that on, but the other ones do for sure. Okay, let's see what I sent.
What's going on up there?
Okay, this is perfect. We can see the carpenter pants, we can see the carabiner, we can see kind of like the graphic hoodie. He's got the glasses. Like, this guy is the epitome of this type of Reel. And I like this type of guy. I'm friends with a lot of these type of guys, in fact. I one day will be fully one of these type of guys. But it's very true that it's like, they just all got their fixed gear bike and they all have their little Instagram accounts. And what's nice is all the Instagram accounts, if I'm not wrong, are fairly small, which I do appreciate, because it's not like you're running into a Cheddar Bob who's just kind of like RainBet-ified. Like, this dude is probably just him and his bros just kind of like doing some Riley Pavey stuff. Like, oh, that was really cool. Oh my god, this is like Riley Pavey. Actually, this is kind of just like Riley Pavey. I like Riley, but not the, I'm no gifted hater. I'm actually just a hater, so I can't even be commenting. Let's go to the next Reel that I set myself. Oh my gosh, oops, I can't, I need to move this. And I'm gonna try not to edit this that much, because then it won't be as overstimulating, and then I will be finally good. Okay, let's look at this one. Yeah, just kind of, I mean, what I like about it is it's kind of like, it feels like they were just like, yo, let's make a Reel right now, which I appreciate that energy a lot. I appreciate people just kind of out of nowhere being like, yo, let's make a Reel. And it kind of just feels like he was just out there in his dripped out trench coat and they were like, let's do it. And okay, this is where it gets really slapstick. This is kind of the Charlie Chaplin stuff. Yo. This is so tough. I love this. They're just making noises. Yeah, all in all, I like this type of Reel a lot, and this is my debut of doing less overstimulating content. And yeah, so that's that. Let's head over to the final thing I'm going to talk about. I'm learning Spanish, and I'm going to do some. I speak Spanish with my grandparents and my family, and like I think I'm fluent, but like I'm definitely not perfect. But this dude is really cool. Is starting to do a video every day where he talks in Spanish. I have to leave for school in like a second. This is crazy. That's why I'm tripped out, guys. What's up, goobers? Today we're going to be looking at my tie. We're headed to school pretty soon, so I got to show you guys what I'm wearing. Sorry, the zoom out's pretty low on this thing. Alrighty, guys, the grand reveal. I don't know if you can really see this, but it's my hockey tie. And my hockey tie, it's got a funny number on it, guys. I found this at Savers, and I was pretty pleased to find it. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep recording. But yeah, this is kind of my setup, yo. Pull up with a candle and a duct tape, pull up with a crazy scissors and a lighter, and the tech deck.